Welcome back. I'm Dan,
I'm Ryan.
and this is Bourbon Sauce. This week we have a special for you. We're going to review Widow Jane 10-year. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Also known as a Lady in the Bourbon on Instagram.
I think it's Huckberry.
No, so it actually, like, the real thing is...
Our little niche is that we just like to drink bourbon and bullshit, you know? That's why the big BS in our logo is we just like
There
to
it
bullshit.
is. Bourbon and bullshit.
But with no further ado, let's talk about Widow Jane for a minute. We got batch 564 is the batch number on this one. And so I don't know if that's going to matter too much on the different batches, if it's going to taste weird, because they had another one that was like batch 700 and something at the store too.
Yeah.
So we could get one of those and then do a later review and compare the two batches. But this one has a history reviving our lost art of marrying the finest whiskeys. Widow Jane 10-year-old is our signature bourbon, hand assembled in Brooklyn using the richest and rarest straight bourbons only ever in 5-barrel batches, non-chill filtered and proofed with our own mineral water from the legendary Rosendale mines of New York. We deliver a whiskey unique in its intensity and complexity. That's pretty fancy.
It is very fancy, which I would also imagine, since you're picking 5 different barrels for each batch, that the mash bill's probably going to be slightly different.
So without dicking around too much, you want to just get into these glasses?
Oh, why not?
Let's. I'm
I was about to say, we're going to talk about what we're wearing?
gonna wear this bourbon.
Well, if we're talking about what I'm wearing, I'm going straight from the bourbonsauced catalog.
That's true.
Yeah.
And for you that are curious about our merchandise, we have it on 2 different parts of our website. We do have just what's on the bourbonsauced.com website, but then there's a link at the top. If you're on your mobile device, you have to hit the 3 lines and it'll drop down a menu and it'll say the embroidery shop. If you're on a laptop, computer, tablet, or whatever, it'll be at the very top on the headers right next to the swag. And it says the embroidery shop. For those of you that don't know, now you do. But if you also are curious, we have a Patreon that should be live and going, so you can check that out too. And I'll get that link and I will put it in the description below so people can click on that. And we're going to have all kinds of nifty things that we're going to include in there. But I'm using my Norling glass because I'm feeling snooty today, even though I feel a little under the weather. But
Very sweet.
I get a lot of oak. Very oak forward.
See, and I'm a little on the back end on it. Like, I do pick up the so-called vanilla.
It smells like... Have you ever had an apple cinnamon bagel?
Yes.
I get a hint of apple cinnamon bagel. Like when you freshly toasted one and then you put a little butter on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get on this.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting vanilla. I can smell a little bit of the cinnamon. I don't get much oak at all off the nose.
Oh, man. Yeah, I get a lot of oak on that off the nose. It's weird.
Your sniffer's still sniffed up.
It is. I think it's still unclogging African dirt from it.
Maybe a little nutmeg. I definitely don't get cream. I don't get cream.
Like a weird clovey note, but that could just be a mixture of those.
Could be. All right, let's see. Let's
give it a little cheers.
Cheers.
There's like a rye finish to me.
Definitely some spice on the finish. I do get a little bit of maple, and a little bit of sweetness from some kind of fruit, but I can't pinpoint the fruit.
It tastes almost like a pancake with maple syrup. That had like somebody put peppers, like ground pepper, on top of that because they accidentally were trying to get it on like their gravy or something, and it accidentally got on the pancakes with the maple.
On the finish, I definitely pick up the charred oak with the spice. I can definitely get that. I don't get it on the nose though.
It's not a long, like lingering finish on it.
No, it's not.
But
there is a little bit of that. You do get a little bit of that hug though. That little
warmth going down. Yeah,
just a little hug.
I do feel that. I think this is like 90 something proof.
91.
Is it 91 proof?
91 proof.
Yep, 91 proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's awarded gold.
Yeah, that's from the San Francisco, the double gold from San Francisco Spirits competition.
Yeah.
What was the price tag on this one?
So this was about 100, almost 100 even. I think it was probably priced at $99.99.
Yeah, that seems to be about the average. That changed the smell.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. It's got like a little sweeter there.
Yeah, it did. The vanilla's definitely popping on that.
The oaks mellowed out for sure.
A little bit of fruity smell there, but that's about it, really.
I get a little florally, not so much fruity for me, but that's interesting. It's almost like rose petals floating in like bath water.
Oh wow, that that completely cut the finish. Like the finish is gone. Yeah, the finish is gone.
Yeah. There's not a lot of complexity now that we did that. It definitely diluted it.
Yeah, I get vanilla and spice, but not even like hot spice. Like you can taste a little bit of the spice, but no burn, if that makes sense. Like you can pick up on the flavor of it, but there's no like, that's warm, that's hot. Just the flavor. It's like kind of putting like cayenne on your tongue without having a burn. You get the flavor.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
But I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out the way to describe it. It's like something spicy without it being spicy. You just get the flavor. Like you don't get the after effect of the spice. You just get the flavor of it.
Yeah, I feel a tingly
I don't even
sensation.
Get gets flat.
Get a tingling sensation. I probably should see a doctor about that. I think I like it better neat.
100%.
We ruined it with that ice cube.
Mm-hmm. Smell, I was 6.
Ooh, all right. I was a 5.
I was good with the smell. It had good aroma to it.
It wasn't pungent, so that was kind of nice.
No, it definitely had a good smooth smell.
Yeah,
I liked the smell of it. Taste on neat, I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
You?
So taste Nito Bandito, I gave it a 7.
Okay, all right, nice.
Yeah.
And then drinkability.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 7 on neat.
Okay, I gave it an 8 on neat.
Price point overall, I gave it a 4.
That's funny. I gave it a 5.
Yeah, gave it a, definitely. Okay. Share, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Overall on neat was a 5.8.
For me, it was a 6.25.
Okay, pretty close.
Yep.
On the rocks, I did 6 on smell.
Okay,
because the smell was just kind of same.
Yeah, I left it alone. I left it at 5.
Taste, I dropped all the way to a 4.
So did I. That's funny.
Drinkability, 4.
So I dropped down from the 8 that I had for neat, and I dropped it to a 6. So, I
dropped it to a 4 just because, I mean, there wasn't enough flavor there for me to really enjoy wanting to drink it that way again.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever do it with ice on this.
Nope.
Unless it was in a cocktail and it needed the ice cube. But even then.
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't. This is not a cocktail mixer.
No, but
not
I'm
after
saying
seeing how it performs on ice.
But if somebody did it,
yeah,
then it's like, you know, you really dilute. You lose a lot on this one when you put the cube in it.
100%. So overall, I said 4.5 on the rock.
On the rock, I was a 5 flat.
So our overalls are pretty close.
Which is funny because like our ranking scales are still really good.
Yep.
It's just my taste buds are not very good yet, and my sniffer is still a little jacked up. But you win some, you lose some.
I mean, I could have gone less on the smell, but I felt like it had a good smell to me. And then on neat, this is definitely a repeat drink.
Yeah, I think I get more charry, florally when it's on the rocks versus the other way.
See, with me on the rocks, I lose so much. And I think that's another thing of where I've been able to continue periodically to have bourbons.
Yeah.
And you haven't, and your palate's trying to readjust, maybe?
I don't know.
You're still able to pick up more stuff than what I normally would, I guess. Because, like, for me, it's so watered down that it's just, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's a good bourbon, though. You know, for $100 bottle, I don't know if I'd pay $100 for it again, but
I could have it on my shelf.
Yeah, for $60?
Yeah, I could keep it on my shelf. At $100, it's when it's gone kind of thing.
And that's why we do these for you guys. So that way you can maybe save yourself a few bucks. And if you want to try it yourself, you can. But for $100, I don't think that I would take a flyer again on it. But there it is. Widow Jane 10-year, batch 564. Maybe it was just a weird batch for us. Who knows? Maybe other batches are better. We don't know. But this one was 564. And this was our take on it. Like it or not, please make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and come back next week to watch more of us. But until next time, drink your favorite drink and get sauced.
Cheers.
Cheers.